Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining me for another edition of Morning Pulse. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer. It is February 11th, and we are bringing you 4 local news stories today, plus a quick weather report so that you know what's going on in the communities around you for your day ahead. We're hoping to set you up for success. And if you're not watching your local news on TV, well, we got you covered right here on digital platforms, whether you're watching on your phone, your tablet, or your computer. We're happy to have you here. Okay, we are going to start with our top story this morning, one that's been developing all throughout the morning, kind of some breaking news that we had into our newsroom. We are talking about a fire that took place at a mobile home in Austin. We have learned that one person is dead, another person is hospitalized. Again, this happened in the early morning hours today. Right now, the cause of this fire still under investigation. The call came in around 1:30 this morning in the area of 3rd Avenue Southwest, and I think 35th Street as well in Austin. That's according to authorities there. Officers with the police department say the back half of the home was on fire. They say someone was trapped inside. That person unfortunately did not make it out of the mobile home alive. But we are told another person, a woman, was able to escape the fire. Obviously a very active scene earlier this morning. That woman, we have been told, has been taken to the hospital by ambulance. Her condition is unknown at this time. We did have our KTTC crew out on the scene this morning gathering some information and hoping to hear more from authorities. We also spoke to some neighbors in the area just about this kind of active and early morning scene. So we will continue to follow any of the developments in the story, bringing those updates of news, sound, and news information on air. Next up, our next story is taking us to Goodhue County, where the sheriff's office there has confirmed that a deadly ski crash happened earlier this month. This took place at Welch Village Ski and Snowboard area back on Sunday, February 1st. Apparently, this accident happened right around 8:40 in the evening. According to the sheriff's office, an adult skier apparently hit a chairlift support tower. While the agency says that man was found unconscious, first responders did perform CPR. However, that skier did die on the scene. Authorities identifying him as 25-year-old Walker Phoenix Nelson of Minneapolis. So again, that happened a little bit earlier this month, but we did just get confirmation from the Goodhue County Sheriff's Office about this situation. All right, our third story this morning is something that took place in Rushford-Peterson, the school district there. We actually have the results from a special election for that Fillmore County School District. So voters in Rushford-Peterson were weighing in on a $24 million ballot measure for renovations and some new additions to its facility. Well, the community ended up voting no to the building referendum. Nearly 1,200 voters turned out for this. 62% of those people said no. As you see on your screen, 37% of people voted yes. So the proposed projects before those voters included additional gym space, daycare and early child care spaces, and additional elementary and high school classrooms. Obviously, again, that was voted down. The district did build its current facility back in 2017, so we can assume that the referendum in place for those renovations and additions was to hopefully update the facility that it currently has. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next now that this referendum, the building referendum, did not pass. All right, our fourth story, I'm actually taking you to our KTTC website to tell you a little bit about this morning. We have learned this morning that Rochester Public Transit actually had announced some route changes for today due to bus driver absences. The reason I'm taking you to our website for this story is because I am not able to fit all of the route numbers and changes on a graphic for you on the screen because there are many kind of disruptions that happened with routes this morning. So this was all because, again, there were some driver absences for RPT. So some of the routes are not having service or having some disruptions. The Rochester Public Transit Agency did share a post on social media this morning with this information. So as you can see on your screen, I'm kind of scrolling here. There are many routes with various times of those routes that were disrupted or canceled or just had some delays today. You can see Route 101, 204, 205, 408, 409. Again, I'm just kind of scrolling so you can see some of those or all of those route disruptions today. But again, due to bus driver absences, RPT did apologize to riders for this disruption, but it is asking and encouraging riders to instead use the transit app for any real-time updates as the day progresses. We don't know if there's going to be more disruptions or anything for the rest of our Wednesday, but there were several for this morning. All right. Lastly, like I always do, we are going to go to our First Alert Weather tab right here on the top of our KTTC website, where I give you a little synopsis of the weather forecast for our Wednesday. Meteorologist Ted Schmidt obviously updating our website here because he is the meteorologist that is in-house right now. You can either read his forecast here or you can watch the video right over here of him giving the full forecast. But basically today we're going to be seeing a lot of pleasant sunshine. We're talking more spring-like warmth, which is amazing for today, and the several days ahead of us here are going to linger through the weekend and even into next week. We're talking about high temperatures in the 40s and even the low 50s for the next several days. That is something to celebrate, especially after that really bitter cold spell that we had. So basically Ted is saying we have a bright and tranquil spring-like day ahead of us today. We can expect abundant sunshine with light winds and high temperatures around 40. So that is the weather report for our Wednesday ahead of us here. And that does it for me for your Morning Pulse local headlines and local weather report. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.